You are about to take the ultimate real or cake quiz. Let's start this off with some garlic. Real or cake? That garlic is cake. Squish a unicorn. Real or cake? Let's give it a squish. It's real. Roomba, real or cake? It is a cake. Bag of Doritos, real or cake? Real. Silly string, real or cake? Real. Piping bag, real or cake? It is cake. Dry erase board, real or cake? This one's real. Sponge, real or cake? That is a sponge cake. How about this grilled cheese? Real or cake? It's cake. Purse, real or cake? That one's a real purse, even though it looks like a cake. Miniverse toy, real or cake? It's real. Popcorn, real or cake? It's a cake, but the popcorn's real, so does that make it real? Chocolate milk, real or cake? This one's a cake. It's real. Butter spray, real or cake? It's cake. Milk, real or cake? It's cake. Plant, real or cake? It's a real fake plant. Dutch oven, real or cake? It's cute, it's little, and it's real. Rubik's Cube, real or cake? It's real. Glue, real or cake? Butter, real or cake? That is real butter. Coconut, real or cake? It's a cake. Toilet paper, real or cake? That's real teepee. Onion, real or cake? That is a real onion. Delicious meal, real or cake? That is a cake. And the corn is a ho-ho. Apple, real or cake? The apple is real. Jar of sauce, real or cake? It's a cake. Ranch, real or cake? It is real. Black light bulb, real or cake? Real. Boot, real or cake? That is a cake boot. Toy tractor, real or cake? Cake. Squishmallow, real or cake? This little guy is a cake. Beetle, real or cake? I am happy to say that this one's a cake. Monkey squishy, real or cake? Let's squish it. It's real. Banana, real or cake? It's real. Bag, real or cake? I didn't want to use the knife on this one. Side Surf Cake Studio hat, real or cake? This one is a cake. Sunscreen, real or cake? It's real. Orange, real or cake?
Cake.
Ice cream, real or cake? That's a cake. Another Side Surf Cake Studio hat, real or cake? This one's real. Cabbage, real or cake? Cake. A stack of cups, real or cake? This one's a cake. A cupcake. Little mini cheeses, real or cake? They're both cake. A mug, real or cake? This mug is real. Snow cone, real or cake? It's a cake. Dragon poppet, real or cake? It's real. Ramen, real or cake? It's real. Miniverse cheeseburger, real or cake? Real. Pringles, real or cake? It's a cake. Stack of styrofoam bowls, real or cake? They are real. Energy drink, real or cake? Real. Pink bag, real or cake? This time it's a cake. There's that real one from earlier. Prime, real or cake? Real. Light bulb, real or cake? It's a cake with a gelatin top. Spicy chicken sandwich, real or cake? It is a cake. Markers, real or cake? Cake. Ramen, real or cake? Cake. Sidewalk chalk, real or cake? The chalk is cake and the sidewalk's cake. Mentos, real or cake? They're real. Watercolor paints, real or cake? Cake. Miniverse ice cream sundae, real or cake? Cake. Groceries, real or cake? That bag is a cake. Pop it, real or cake? It's real. Cat squishy, real or cake? Let's squish it. Clearly it's a cake. Miniverse cheeseburger, real or cake? The one on the left is a cake. Orange, real or cake? It's a cake. YouTube Creator Award, real or cake? It's real. Green pepper, real or cake? It's a cake.